So this is a weird one, so I didn't see it. So what happened?
3-2 defeat. On the balance of play, I'd probably say they edged it, they deserved it, to be honest. I don't think we can have many complaints. I think we started off very slowly, conceded early, and then it took us a while. I'll say it probably took us a good half an hour to really, again, adjust to the pitch, sort of get some influence in terms of the game, so we were looking a bit threatening. So that they were just a bit more aggressive, a bit more sharper to the ball, you know, and these are sort of fundamentals I often discuss in terms of derby games or any sort of competitive games. Really, it's just your individual battles, you know, winning the first and second balls. Do that first, then the playing can come after. So I think we took a bit too long to get to that, really, and ultimately that's what's the deficit. You know, we weren't able to draw it back. At 2-1 again, you always know that, as they say, the cliche, the next goal is important. Bailey's gone down, head injury, we've called to the ref's had a look, decided to play on. So again, our players are frustrated. So in that sort of melee, Briggsy gets a sin bin, we're down to 10 men. And then during that sort of period, that's when we can see the third, and you see it's all interlinked really, in terms of sort of frustration, in terms of where they're sort of doing the systematic fouls. And this is what I discussed before in terms of our naivety, in terms of learning. It's like kind of like they know what they can get away with. I suppose if you know sort of the refs, you had them before, you know what you can get away with, and the systematic fouling which they were doing to us sort of worked, and it was getting us frustrated. So we're appealing to the ref, then you're getting the refs back, and then naturally you know what happens when you do that in terms of decisions going your way. And ultimately, as I said, it's all really interlinked. But listen, as I said, overall, I think we know we can do better. We need to sort of apply ourselves a bit earlier in these sort of games, and then we can obviously have a platform to sort of win these games. But we can see the very sloppy goals as well. So all in all, as I said, I don't want to say bad day at the office, but just do better. That's what it is, really. Do better.
Yeah. We've obviously heard bits and bobs, like, you know, obviously it's concerning about Bailey.
He's okay, by the way.
He is.
Yeah, that's good.
Right, okay, that's a relief. I mean,
Just
hang on, okay in Bailey's words or okay in the doctor's words?
Okay in doctor's words, because he's able to sort of message back, you know.
Can you tell us about the messages?
It was just, you know, he's a big WWE fan, so, you know, so a lot of Roman Reigns references and stuff, so and tribal chief stuff, but that's how he is, that's Bailey. So yeah, but that's our dressing room. So we know what Bailey's like. He loves the nitty gritty of it all. So we're just glad he's okay, because he was shaking a lot when he came off.
He was shaking?
Yeah, he was shaking. You know, like the really, really cold shivers and stuff. And obviously they made sure, I think they did the CT scan as well, just to make sure these head injuries, so you got to be aware.
Him quick. They saw him quick.
Yeah, I mean, we got him, to be fair, as in John was on the side, you know, was able to get, once the ref did allow us on, we got on there, obviously, and then we aided him to the dressing room because it was freezing and shivering, so we had to make sure we was inside in terms of some warm environment, you know, because obviously player welfare is vitally important to us. So from that aspect, it's good. As I said, he's messaged back and said he's just got a bit of a migraine at the moment, so he's just going to rest it. And then, again, it's protocol, isn't it? Because obviously he can't play with a head injury. For that, but as you were saying, as I said, I think we just didn't apply ourselves enough, and it's disappointing for a derby game for obviously what the occasion was. But it's we don't want to lose derbies. That's it, really. You know what I mean? No. But all in all, it's a small sort of defeat in the grand scheme of things.
I think defeat of the season, mate.
Yeah, results have gone our way to a certain degree, but we need to kick on now. You know what I mean? We need to start winning these sort of games, especially against people in and around us, if we want to stay where we are. We don't want to delve out of the playoffs, you know. It'd be sort of very disappointing considering how high we were initially at the start of the season. So, and then where we got to, and then sort of like to sort of end with a win, would be disappointing for our season. So we need to galvanise ourselves, you know, and go again. That's really most important, and I think the players sort of understand that and really up for the challenge as we have done before.
We've got a fixture, you know, the fixtures, we haven't got a gap in games now for at least a couple of weeks, right?
I think we've got a gap next week, so we may look for a friendly to get a sharpener in, get a bit of confidence, and then Hutton, another big one. You know, in terms of the games we've got left, our running is sort of like, you know, is unforgiving. Yeah, I mean, we've got Hutton, Benfleet, and Harlow in the last game of the season, and we know obviously if Harlow got nothing to play for, more chance they'll come to be party poopers, you know, last game of the season. So they would love that sort of challenge. So we need to make sure whatever we do is not before that sort of game. But yeah, as I said, it's a small dent in the road. We know what needs to improve, and that's the key.
Yeah.
And we know we're capable, and I think we'll do it.
All good.
Yeah, all good. So again, thanks obviously to the people that were outside. We could hear them, kind of the BUC, and obviously the fans who came, and also the boycott. You know, we totally understand it from our players' perspective, and we respect and support it as well, because obviously we know the history and obviously everything is online. So we thank everyone wholehearted for this game. Now it's out of the way, we can move on to the next one.